Game 2 at Iceline Arena as the Syracuse Orange and the Westchester Golden Rams battle again. It was 22 hours ago, an 8:30 puck drop last night, and Westchester was dominant, a 6-1 victory in that one, but we're back again for Game 2 of the series. Syracuse in the all blues, Westchester in the gold jerseys with the purple stripe, purple pants, gold socks, purple helmets. Alongside Dan McCarthy, I'm Arnav Pokhrel. We're getting set for puck drop right away, so I'll get your thoughts on yesterday in a moment. Dan, as Ben Brandt's at the faceoff dot for SU. And we're underway in Game 2. Starting 5 for the Orange, Ben Brandt alongside Cam Gaffney and Nate McLean. Back 2 of Ryan Thomas and Ryan Williams. In net is Cash Lawrence, his collegiate debut with the Syracuse Orange. A 6'5" freshman from Steamboat Springs, Colorado, out of the Northwood School. But Dan, touching on yesterday, it was a tough performance front to back, and the Orange just really struggled to get past Cartagiano in net for Westchester.
Yeah, it definitely wasn't the best showing from the Orange yesterday. Couldn't really find the back of the net. One goal from Cade Cook in the first period, and it was pretty much radio silence after that offensively. A lot of good takeaways to take from it, but definitely to see something new today.
Face off in the attacking zone for SU. Chance in front is deflected wide by the Golden Rams defense. Kept in the zone, but then into the neutral zone for Zach Crane. 2 goals yesterday for Crane, who leads the Golden Rams. His shot is ramped up off of a stick and out of play. Zach Crane was the man yesterday for Westchester. How did the Orange stop him?
Just staying tight on him, limiting those chances in front, and just keeping track of all 5 guys in the ice. Westchester finds open lanes, they find the open guy, and it's just about keeping track of your assignments and taking care of your job.
Westchester wins the attacking zone faceoff and fires a shot in behind Lawrence, and he'll cover it up on the back of his net. A little bit of an interesting play there as he saw it behind him and was able to cover it up on the back end. So Cash Lawrence, freshman, 6'5", really covers up a lot of that net. What have you liked from him in the opening few practices, opening few weeks?
He's a great player. Obviously one of the younger guys in the team, but he doesn't let it show on the ice. He's a big player, takes up a lot of the net. Definitely not fun to show on him in practice.
Another shot from Westchester from the left face-off circle goes above Lawrence in goal. Has not made his first save just yet. Behind the net, it's Connor Chesner. Top 2 pairs on defense remain the same. Excuse me, they do not remain the same for the Orange, as Jake Brown's out of the lineup, and stepping in his place is Sean Caddo. And the final 3rd pairing for the Orange, it's Robbie Murphy and Hamilton Nordwind, 2 of the younger players for SU getting their eyes on some high-level hockey. This Westchester team, we talked about it yesterday, back-to-back national championship appearances. Even though they lost in the first round both times, it's still good to just get there, and that means you're a program that's doing something right.
Yeah, that tournament's hard to make. This Westchester team has proven they can win and get to that next level, and it's up to the Orange to see if they can compete against them.
Into the attacking zone, far side board, whistle blows. And the important thing to note for Syracuse this season is that because of the change to the ACCHL, there's no guaranteed bid from the ACC to the national tournament. The Orange are going to have to do it the at-large way. They're not going to get an auto bid. And that means non-conference games like these carry just as much weight as the in-conference schedule for SU.
Yeah, every game will be a battle this year. No easy matchups this season.
Aiden Emery tips it behind net for Westchester. In goal is Jake Rossi, freshman from Ambler, Pennsylvania, Black Bear National Academy, 18U AAA product, who in his first collegiate start played against a nationally ranked Oswego State team and put up a 40-save shutout. He has not allowed a goal in his collegiate career. Obviously, just 1 game in. We'll see if the Orange can get past him now. Puck is behind the net for SU. In the attacking zone, now the neutral zone as Ryan Thomas gives chase. The icing waved off as Thomas wins the race. Gabe Laporta leaves it for Henry Pendleton. First we've seen of the former Cortland Division II CHF player. Was out all of last year, Pendleton, with an injury, but got cleared to skate again and is on the team again for the Orange.
Great to see Pendleton back in the lineup. He's a guy who loves the sport, committed to the game. I'm glad it's working out for him this season.
And for someone to take some time away from the sport with that injury to get back and skating, I mean, it's a big task. And like you mentioned, Pendleton just loves the sport so much, he's back in the lineup for SU. Westchester have it behind the defensive net. It's into the neutral zone, but Syracuse pick it up. fired towards the attacking zone. And the puck just bouncing back and forth. Shuffled in by McEnroe. Westchester pick it up. Good stretch pass forward, and Consaknarath is at the left face-off circle for Westchester. Cross-ice feed intended for Tyler Carter. Carter had 2 assists in the third period yesterday. He's carrying a lot of good hockey as of late. Also had a goal. The second one of the game for Westchester. Behind Lawrence in net. Good stick work from SU to stop the ongoing rush, but shot from distance is sticked away by Lawrence. Still loose in front. Lawrence makes a pad save. SU not really helping the freshman netminder there, leaving a puck loose in front of the net, and now turned over. Back in is Zach Crane. He wraps a pass around the face-off circle. Crane still battling. Now another save off of the shot from Chase Hannon. Ben Brandt gives chase now. He's got a step. Right face-off circle. Brandt all in alone. Backhand. And it's in! Ben Brandt's first goal of his collegiate career. And it comes 4 games in. The Orange on the board first.
That's the guy we discussed pregame. Someone who's been looking for the back of the net all season and hasn't quite found it yet. Great to see it pay off. He's an incredible player. Been setting up a lot of goals, so it's good to see him score one for himself tonight.
Ben Brandt on the season now with 3 games played. This is his 4th game. 1 goal, 3 assists. And like you mentioned, someone who set up so many of the goals. It's good to see one finally go in for the Canadian. Back at center ice, and we're underway again. The Orange score first. It was almost the exact same story yesterday. Eli Pendergrass had a chance early on, couldn't find the back of the net, and Westchester score right back. I mean, what a crazy turn. The Golden Rams respond immediately with Anthony Sparrow.
Yeah, unfortunate play there. Tough bounce off the boards, trying to break it out, and it seems like Lawrence just wasn't ready for a shot on net. Didn't expect the puck to come back so quickly, and takes a weird bounce into the net. It's up to the Orange to respond here and try to get this game back within a lead.
So the Orange don't have a lead for very long, but it was a lead nonetheless, something that did not happen yesterday for SU. Back in our way, attacking zone. Quinn Weimer, the Syracuse native, fires behind the net. Jake Rossi, the netminder, gives up his first goal of his collegiate career. It was never going to be perfect, so at least the Orange see one go through. Neutral zone, good cross-ice feed to Sparrow. Offside is the call. Sparrow, the goal scorer for Westchester. We'll take this outside of the Westchester attacking zone on the near side boards. The Orange really struggled for responses yesterday, Dan. What have you liked from the Orange in the couple of possessions after that Westchester goal?
So far, it's just staying resilient and making sure like one play doesn't bother him. Obviously, it's a tough bounce to get the goal, but the Orange know they can create chances and just stick to the systems and do what works.
Chances were not the issue for Syracuse yesterday. 34 shots on goal for both teams in the game yesterday. It was just Cardigiano, the Westchester netminder, had 33 saves. And that's one where going up against a netminder who is on his game, tough task. Robbie Murphy lays a hit in the defensive zone for SU. Hamilton Nordwin couldn't collect. Pendleton drops it off to Nordwin. Kept in the zone by Westchester. Robbie Murphy chases far side corner. They'll wrap it around the boards. First one there is Gavin Tarity. Been a quiet weekend for Tarity. Didn't see much of him yesterday on the ice and involved in the play, but he's another one that can really score at will for Westchester. 3 goals on the season in 3 games played. Pendleton battles in the far side corner. Pendleton gets it back in the neutral zone. Robbie Murphy with pressure. Good outlet to Emery. Now Laporta. Cross-ice feed to Nordwind, and Jake Rossi covers up. Wasn't a shot per se for Syracuse, but some really good passing there from a lot of new faces to the lineup and some returning ones as well.
Yeah, it's a great hustle play by Hamilton Norwood, getting in the play, getting himself in a scoring position. He's the kind of guy, he's a defenseman, but he's in there as much as a forward. He picks his spots very well, and he's going to score a couple goals this year for sure.
Ben Brandt wins the faceoff, looking across the face of goal. That's something that the Orange did a lot of last year with Sam Hutchinson and Jack Alicia. The quick faceoff win forward, played across the face of goal and score. That time, Jake Rossi got enough of a stick to it to put Syracuse off of the goal line crease.
Yeah, that slip play worked out very well for the Orange, especially later in the season down that stretch. Alicia and Hutchinson executed perfectly several times, and it seems like McLean and Brandt are following suit.
Feels like a slight changing of the guard this year with all of the departures from last year, and then obviously Chesner and Alicia, the two biggest departures from this season, along with AJ Finta. But then you got a good crop of freshmen and sophomores that are playing really good hockey and are looking to make that step up. Here is one of those freshmen, Nathan McLean, in the neutral zone. Leaves it over to Cam Gaffney. Lost control of it. Ben Brandt throws an elbow in the back of one of the defenders. He's in an offside position and now clears up. Gaffney through into the attacking zone. Left face-off circle through the legs, but cleared away down the ice. It will be icing as Robbie Murphy goes to touch it up. 13:25 left in period one, all tied at ones, and compared to yesterday, a much better start from the Orange in this one.
Yeah, it's definitely a better start, but for the Orange, it's about playing all 60 consistently. We saw great stretches through the first and second period yesterday, but just as much as bad stretches throughout the third and those first two periods. It's about playing all 60 hard and executing all three periods.
Cam Gaffney picks it up for the Orange in the far side corner. Penalty upcoming for Westchester as a player goes through the back of Gaffney. I believe it'll be a cross check. And that's Tyler Carter, who will go to the penalty box. Between the two teams yesterday, Dan, 30 penalty minutes. 16 for Westchester, 14 for Syracuse. That's a number that you don't like to see for either side, but something that, will happen in games that get heated, games that get physical. I mean, it's a good thing, physical hockey, but sometimes you got to keep it clean.
Yeah, tempers were definitely flaring yesterday. Refs were pretty involved. We'll see if that changes today, or there's going to be a lot of special teams.
Chance right in front on the power play, and Jake Rossi got a blocker to that one. Great save from the freshman netminder. Ben Brandt now in the near side corner. All the way around, it goes to Ryan Thomas. Last year's power play goal leader for Syracuse, Ryan Thomas, with 5 power play goals. Has it again, left face-off circle, Brandt. Fired in front, chance on the rebound is wide. The Orange backtracking as Westchester move through the neutral zone. The Golden Rams score shorthanded. It is something that they've done once this season. They also scored a somewhat shorthanded goal yesterday. It was not given as a shorthanded goal, but Brennan Whitaker broke away as a penalty was expiring for the Golden Rams and scored. So we'll give them 2 shorthanded goals on the year. And through 2 weekends, that's a pretty impressive stat.
Yeah, dangerous penalty kill can win championships. The Westchester penalty kill was great yesterday, only giving up 1 shorthanded goal with a lot of special teams. Definitely have to keep an eye out for them today.
Left face-off circle, McLean. Fired in, deflected up above the stick of Cade Cook. He'll battle for it behind the cage. 11:54 to go in the first period. 40 seconds on the penalty kill for Westchester. Puck still pinned along the backside boards. Now McLean comes in to help work it free and does. Near side corner boards. Attacking zone for SU. McLean picks it right back up, turns around. Lost possession of the puck. Still with McLean. Bodies flying everywhere in the face-off circle. McLean will clean things up. Tries a wraparound. Loose in front. Thomas is on the ground. Excuse me, Thomas has it now. There's a player on the ground in front of him as Thomas tries to shoot. Now we'll reset. Things calm down. 8 seconds left on the man advantage. Right in front. McLean doorstep. Denied twice by Rossi. 3 seconds on the man advantage. We're back to even strength. Chesner resets. Long range shot. Clinched by Rossi. Good run of play there for the Orange at the end of the power play.
Yeah, a bit of a weird power play there. Puck's on the boards. People get out of position. Wasn't exactly set up in their exact system, but the Orange found a way to get some high-quality scoring chances.
So Syracuse will keep the puck in the attacking zone. SU looking for a lead in this game again. They had one for about 15 seconds at the most. Opening the scoring was Ben Brandt, his first collegiate goal. But then right after that, the Golden Rams went the other way, found the back of the net through Anthony Sparrow. Puck in the attacking zone corner, picked away by Westchester. The Golden Rams in transition were extremely dangerous yesterday. They're in transition again here with Tarity. Right face-off circle, circles around the corner boards. Trying to go into the left slot, but no one was there. Excuse me, the high slot, but no one was there for Westchester. All the way back behind the net. Near side boards. Tarity picks it up midway. Sticked away by Von Tersch. Bodies flying everywhere in this one as Laporta dumps it to the corner. Weimer gives chase. Syracuse will change. Robbie Murphy intercepts. Through the legs to Chris Fanning. He rims it around the boards. Picked up by Westchester behind Cage. Good stick work from Jack Wren to poke it away momentarily. Still with Westchester in the defensive zone. Golden Rams move it to the neutral zone. Nordwin struggling to get it away. Robbie Murphy has control. Midway, Jack Wren into the attacking zone for SU. Long range shot. Around the boards, Nordwin picks it up. Right face-off circle, across to the slot. Wren couldn't control. Stick down by Weimer into the corner. Left face-off circle for Sparrow. Wren picks it up into the neutral zone. He's alone, 1-on-2. Now Fanning in support. Still Wren. He's pinned along the boards. Puck sent all the way around the rim. Syracuse can't keep it in the attacking zone. Turned around, Wren is offside. Fanning took it into the zone, and the Orange will change.
Yeah, this line struggled to create some offense in that shift. Got the puck in the zone, which is always a positive, but finding guys and scoring opportunities is going to be important. You can keep the pucks along the perimeter, but that's just good defense by Westchester, keeping them outside scoring chances.
Halfway through the first period, 9:21 left to go in the first. And this game going a lot faster than the one yesterday in the first period. Just the one penalty. At this point yesterday, I think we had 4 or 5 as the Orange advance into the attacking zone. Looking across to Sean Caddo. Connor Chesner battles to keep it in. Instead, it's worked out wide the other way. They're off as Syracuse fired into the net.
It's a good defensive play by Ben Brandt. Maybe a little too high on the rim, but good stick on the rush. Obviously, that's not his normal position, but he stayed comfortable and stopped the scoring chance for Westchester.
Defensive zone faceoff for SU. One by Therall. He fired one right towards Cash Lawrence immediately, who makes a save. Caddo behind the net, lost it. Therall is there. Now McKay from distance, shot in front, deflected high by Therall. And again, another stoppage as the puck hits the netting above Cash Lawrence. So far, it has been Syracuse who scored first through Ben Brandt. Sparrow equalized at about 20 seconds after the Ben Brandt goal for Westchester. And then the Golden Rams dominating possession. We're back underway. Cade Cook pins it along the far side, half boards in the Syracuse defensive zone. Chops at it. Still battling with one of the Westchester Rams. The Orange clear the defensive line. In the neutral zone, now backtracking into the defensive zone. Stretch pass forward. Cash Lawrence covers up. No risk taken by the freshman. And with 8:13 left, we will do another offensive zone face-off for Westchester.
Cash Lawrence has been steady so far. Hasn't been tested too much, but he's stopping pucks. The one goal against, blaming on a fluky play, but overall he's stopping pucks, tracking it well, and stopping chances for Westchester.
Out in front, long-range shot, blocked down low by the Orange. Stick handling by Cade Cook. Fires down low. Kept in the zone by McEnroe momentarily. Cade Cook did well to keep it in. The Orange skate, backhand chance for Pendergrass. He missed it, and the Westchester Golden Rams pick it up in the defensive zone, near side corner. The Orange fire it right back down behind the net. Chopped away, Cade Cook near side board. He'll turn, fire it. Chance out wide by Ryan Thomas goes awry. Loose in the slot. Sat there for 1 or 2 seconds before Westchester cleared it away. Speed transition Speedy transition for Westchester into the attacking zone. Left face-off circle. Cross-ice feed. Love down by Logan Myers. Myers, who had an assist yesterday on the opening goal on the power play. Now Whitaker, who scored that shorthanded goal. Crane, his shot fired in under the glove of Cash Lawrence, and Zach Crane continues his hot weekend. It's 3 goals in 2 games for the star forward.
Yeah, it's a good shot. Maybe Cash Lawrence wants that back, but when you have that many chances to break the puck out, you're going to get shots on net. It's about keeping Westchester out of the zone and not giving them easy pucks to get back in and get shots on net. Eventually, one's going to go.
Some wrister there from Zach Crane. Right face-off circle. It was just him and Cash Lawrence. No one else was even close. And at the 7:03 mark, he gives Westchester a 2-1 lead. This is where we were at the end of the first yesterday, before Westchester went on to score 4 unanswered and win 6-1. The Orange not doing their freshman netminder any favors there. Left them all alone with one of the best goal scorers, maybe not just in the ECHA, maybe one of the best goal scorers in all of men's Division I, in Zach Crane. Near side boards with Sparrow, the first goal scorer for Westchester. Now high slot, right in front. Lawrence made a save, pushes off, and clinches. And again, chaos in front of the net, but Cash Lawrence up to the task.
Good poise by Lawrence there. Puck's flying everywhere, bodies in front, hard to see, and he found a way to get the puck and swallow that up and stop chances for Westchester.
So defensive zone faceoff upcoming for SU. 2-1 lead for the Westchester Golden Rams, who are 3-0 on the season. Faceoff won by the Golden Rams. Left point, up into the roof, and out of play. And a little bit of a gathering in the left faceoff circle as a couple of the Orange players having some extra words with Aiden Theroff. It'll be in the attacking zone for Westchester.
No friends made from the game yesterday. It was chippy for all 3 periods, so these guys want to get their get back against some certain guys tonight.
The Orange with a lot to play for, looking to avoid a 3-game losing skid after that shootout loss to Penn State last Saturday. Jack Wren sends his man into the boards. But Westchester pick up possession, kept in the zone by SU, deflected down into the slot. Chance on the rebound is high, kept in play off the back glass. Penalty upcoming. Empty net. The Orange have time to reset on offense, and will. Touched up by Westchester, and the Orange will go on the power play for the 2nd time this period. A lot to be desired, I should say, from that first power play. It wasn't the best for the Orange. How can the Orange change things in this one?
The chances were there for the Orange, but it's about setting up the system. This line has been playing together long enough now that they know where each other's going to be at. It's about entering the zone with numbers and with patience and finding those open lanes, because it'll be there on a power play.
Ben Brandt will take the face-off for SU. He's alongside McLean and Cade Cook. Chesner and Thomas, the 2 backstopping this power play. Here's Thomas, left point, left face-off circle. Brandt, his shot, just high and wide. Kept in the zone by SU. Chesner, right point. All the way down low, back to Chesner, right point. Has Thomas, will play Thomas. Left face-off circle, Brandt. His wrister is saved by Rossi. Good look there for Ben Brandt. Bit of a slow close down by the Golden Rams, and that gave the freshman a chance to get one on frame.
Yeah, that east to west pass is going to be open for Brandt. He's a lethal shooter. That first shot right off the crossbar, that's a goal scorer's goal. Getting him more chances is going to be crucial for this top power play.
Player who scored over 90 points in his last season of organized hockey out in the VIJHL. He played in the BCHL when it was very, very high level of Canadian juniors. The Orange win the faceoff, into the slot, fired and scored! It's Cade Cook again on the power play. That's 2 in a row for Cade Cook, and it's 2-2 Orange tied up.
That's a great shot by Cade Cook. He's really finding his rhythm this year. He's been scoring goals since freshman year, but 2 power play goals back-to-back nights. He's going to be a guy to watch the rest of this season. The Orange are tied up.
All right, turnaround wrister from the high slot, and Cade Cook finds twine for the second time in a row. And the Orange tie it up. Already more goals tonight in the first period than all of yesterday, and that's positive for SU. We're back underway, 4:55 to go. Westchester win the face-off at center ice. Stretch pass down low. Into the corner for Westchester. Left face-off circle now. Behind Lawrence in net. Von Tersch battles, he'll lay the hit. Behind the net for Westchester. We are back to even strength after the power play goal by Cade Cook. Pendleton battling in the left face-off circle along with McLean. Pendleton wins this one, skates around a man. Here goes Henry Pendleton. All alone, right face-off circle. Pendleton pops the bottle and scores. Henry Pendleton finds it the net in his first appearance of the year, and the Orange are up 3-2.
That's the guy you like to see find the back of the net. As we said before, Pendleton's just done everything he could to get back in this lineup, and it's paying off first game back. Bench reaction speaks for itself. These guys are so excited to see Penner find the back of the net.
First goal of the Syracuse career for Henry Pendleton in 23-24 after he transferred in from Cortland. Just 5 games, 1 assist. It's the first of his career in his senior season. And Henry Pendleton has to be excited about that one. The Orange have to love that one. We're back underway with 4 minutes to go in the first period. The Orange took the lead early on, gave it up, got it right back. Cash Lawrence makes a save. The net comes off. It feels like the Orange have always had this issue. It's something that I've noticed dating back to last season. Every time SU goes and plays in a public rink, the nets just cannot handle the netminders. AJ Finta last year, Chris Spano had a bunch of times where just that push off the net pushes it off the moorings.
It must be the pegs. Maybe it's just the ice crew at Tennessee just does a better job than everywhere else.
I mean, you're not wrong about that. Ice crew at Tennessee is top of the line. As the face-off puts us back underway, and then immediately another stoppage as the puck goes out of play.
Disappeared.
Yeah, I think
Puck got stuck in the ceiling.
Stuck in the roof somewhere.
So it doesn't come down during play.
It'll stick up there until something breaks, I guess. We're back underway. The Orange win the face-off. 3 minutes and 50 seconds to play in the first period. 3-2 lead for SU. Westchester right back at it. They score again. This has been a goal scorer's game, and Westchester tie it right back up at 3. It's Dominic D'Alessandro to find the back of the net, and we're all level again. This has been back and forth hockey.
That's great placement by D'Alessandro. Obviously with Cash Lawrence's frame, getting that short side high goal, that's hard. I don't even think there's enough room for a puck there, but he finds a way. It's up to the Orange to respond here and tie this game back up.
3:49. We're all tied at 3-3. The referee's having a conversation here right at center ice. There might be a extra call here at the end of it. We'll see what they give. The Orange have scored on the power play today through the stick of Cade Cook. And continue. This is a long conversation here from the referee, so something must have happened.
Yeah, not sure what the discussion's about.
Yeah, I didn't see
Maybe
anything.
They'll call off a goal.
I wonder what. They're going over to the Syracuse bench now to talk with head coach Chris Timmons. Referee at center ice is talking with Aiden Theroff. Usually in a moment like this, you see the captains get called in, and it's kind of interesting they haven't done that just yet. And now they'll head over to the Westchester bench and talk to interim head coach Dave Bauer.
Obviously, something important's going on. The refs must have saw something we haven't.
I didn't really notice anything. The celebration seemed fine from D'Alessandro. Skated back to his bench. The players, I mean, in a game like this, you'd expect maybe some extra jawing after the goal scored, but I didn't see anything. And at the 3:49 mark, we're still continuing this long conversation here. But 6 goals in 1 period. This is not where you want to be as goaltenders, especially Cash Lawrence playing in his first game, Jake Rossi playing in his second game off of a shutout with 40 saves. We're already seeing some pucks flying in.
Yeah, maybe it's lack of experience talking. Both goalies made some great saves, but it seems like it'll be a high-scoring game from the looks of this first period.
The Orange no stranger to those, especially in that run in the ESCHL playoffs. I mean, 6-4, 9-4, tons of goals scored back and forth. So the Orange can put the puck in the net. Yesterday, just going up against a goaltender who was in his groove. So nothing comes of this long meeting at center ice. Both head coaches got an explanation from the referees, and we're back on our way. It's 5-on-5 hockey. The Orange pick it up in the near side half wall. Swiped away, the Orange get it right back. Brandt, cross-ice feed. Back to Brandt, right face-off circle, his shot blocked in front. Back the other way, McLean fires toward goal. The Orange can slow things down with Ryan Thomas. Clipped in front, Rossi makes a save. And he freezes it, 2:44 to go, 3-3 between the two sides.
That's another great shift by Hamilton Norwin, getting in the play, setting up Ben Brandt for a high-quality shot. He's everywhere on the ice and picking his spots very well. He's a smart player, high IQ for sure.
Norwin right now the third pair, along with Robbie Murphy. But a player who the Orange see playing both sides of the ice. 2-on-1 the other way, shot fired in, and Westchester score again. It's a 4-3 lead in the first period. And the Golden Rams take a lead yet again after trailing just 2 minutes ago. This has been high-flying hockey so far.
Yeah, back and forth game. You never want to see a goalie get so many goals against their first game. Puck maybe took a bounce going in off of defenseman skate, but hopefully Cash Lawrence stays focused and doesn't get too distraught from the goals against.
Saw AJ Finta give up 6 yesterday, so he knew he'd get peppered today, and so far it's been 4 goals, but 7 saves for Cash Lawrence. Just getting used to the speed of college hockey. Backhand pass to Tyler Carter. Carter's hit along the boards by Chesner as he rims it around. Chesner and Carter go down. Puck's on the opposite side of the ice, attacking zone for Westchester. Just outside the left face-off circle, pinned along the boards. Couple more bodies flying as the puck still remains pinned. And now squirts free at the blue line. Puck fluttering in, left face-off circle loose in front. And the call is a hand pass here on SU.
That's a good play by Sean Cato, getting that puck out of the air. It was going in front. You never want to be bouncing around in front of the goaltender. Hand pass means whistle back in our zone, but shuts down a chance for Westchester.
And confirmation that last goal scored by Chase Hannon for Westchester to make it 4-3. And everything that the Orange have done well offensively, Westchester has just done a little bit better. And every time the Orange score, it seems like Westchester has a response. Puck banked up off the glass. Cade Cook skates in hard. And kept in the zone by the Orange. McEnroe behind the net, trying to squeeze one into the left pad. Still behind the net, picked up by Westchester. It's Trent Altimos. He gets hit hard. And Connor Kaiser swings it around the near side. Neutral zone now. Chesner lays a hit. Picked up by McEnroe, now Wren. At the halfway line. Skates to the opposite side board. Enters the zone, now far side face-off circle. Wren still with it. Banks a pass off the board. Ryan Williams had a moment to get there. It was a second late. The Orange re-enter the zone. Long shot from Fanning is blocked in front. Wren picks it up now, Weimer. Lost out by the Orange, who turn it over. Ryan Williams hangs on to it at the blue line. The Orange touch up. Westchester with it. Good stretch pass forward to Logan Myers. Cross-ice feed, high slot. Shot poked away. Thought there was a stoppage there. It might have hit the net, but referees say play on. 41 seconds to go in the first period. Myers back with it. High slot for Whitaker. Backhand. It's high and away. Lawrence might have gotten a piece of that with the blocker. Fanning now skates past one. He goes down. That'll be a tripping call with 28 seconds left. No doubter. And Westchester back on the kill.
That's a good play by Chris Fanning. Got caught in dangerous position, and Westchester had to take a penalty to stop him from getting into the net. Great weekend for him so far. Obviously yesterday got the loss, but he played incredible. All ends of the ice, and it's working well today too.
4-3 lead for Westchester. 28 seconds left in the period. The Orange are 1 for 1 in the power play today. Cade Cook with a power play goal. It was a turnaround wrister from the slot. The Orange win the faceoff. 23 seconds. Puck escapes the zone through the legs of Connor Chesner. Thomas with it now, near side boards. Rims it around. It's left for Chesner at the right point. Chesner down low. Cross-ice feed goes off the wall. Left face-off circle, Thomas. 5 seconds now, maybe a chance for one final turnaround. Thomas went for the Michigan. And the time will expire in the period. There is one call coming up here at the end. I didn't see what happened. Referees talking with Cade Cook, who's trying to explain how he checked it, and now Cade Cook is in a heated discussion with the referees, explaining how he cross-checked someone. And we'll see what the call is here.
Oh yeah, looks like Cook's frustrated from that missed call there. He wants a cross-check from behind down the corner, but refs seemed to miss it, and he drew one after.
So we'll wait for confirmation here, see if they give us anything on what happened. Syracuse 28 seconds into a power play. 4-3 the score. Westchester lead after one. We'll step aside. I guess we'll get you an update when we have one here at Iceline Arena. The home side lead, the Orange, a high-scoring first period. We'll be back with more in a moment.
Hello, Syracuse hockey fans. This is Dan McCarthy. I'm here with defenseman Jake Brown. Jake, what's the biggest difference in this game versus yesterday?
Honestly, the difference between these 2 days is the pressure. Coach said after last game, and the guys took it to heart, is that what we were lacking was pressure. Westchester was having space, and we were giving it to them. We weren't playing hard-nosed hockey, and that's what led us to success when we came to the Eshel playoffs last year, being hard-nosed and having a lot of pressure. When we're letting up and giving them space, that's what they took advantage of yesterday. Today, we're closing those gaps and really getting on top of them.
Obviously, a lot of shake-up to the lineup today. Who's a new addition today that you think is making an immediate impact?
Obviously, you have to look at Henry Pendleton with his first collegiate goal for Syracuse. That was a huge goal, really big step in the right direction, and great to see him after taking a year off because of injury come back in the lineup and really have a big impact. Nonetheless, rest of the guys, especially some of our freshmen coming on, are really putting on a show and putting in pressure. Obviously, you got to mention Chris Fanning again. That guy comes in and night out, and he puts in the work. And these past 2 nights, we've seen it paying off.
Yeah, I want to talk more about Henry Pendleton. What's it like having him back in the locker room? Obviously, we had him our freshman year, but we missed out on him sophomore year. What's his presence like in the room?
He's a team guy. I mean, the fact that last year he had to deal with injury throughout the year, and he still stayed on as a coach. He helped us out day in and day out. This guy was in the locker room being part of the morale, and the fact that he got it together and he feels good enough now to play, shows up in a game, scores, that's hard work paying off, spending time with the guys.
Yeah, it's great to see someone with such a journey like him finally have it pay off. First game back, scoring a goal. Can't write it better than that.
No, you can't, and I'll tell you what, I know he's jumping. He is pumped about this one.
Looking forward to the second period. What's a big thing that needs to change?
Honestly, what needs to change is how hard we are in our D zone. Yeah, we're closing our gaps today. We're doing a lot better. We're putting the puck in the back of the net. That's one of the biggest things. But when it comes to our defensive zone, Westchester's walking in. They're getting shots. We're tipping pucks. We need to block those pucks 100%. And then we need to be hard. When we get the puck in the D zone, it needs to be straight out. It needs to be hard passes. It needs to be hard chips. And then we got to be on it like hound dogs.
I like that. Ending on a positive note here, what needs to stay the same? What did you see that's working for the Orange tonight?
I'm going to go back to it again, those gaps. Keeping those gaps tight. Our guys are shutting them down before the red line, at the blue lines. And at the end of the day, you know what you can put it down to is these blue line battles. When it comes to the offensive blue line, we're getting the pucks in deep, putting pucks on net. When it comes to our defensive blue line, the puck is getting out once we get near it. When they're entering the zone, we're stopping them at the blue line, turning them back around. As long as we keep doing that, goals will keep coming.
That's great to hear, Jake. I think Orange should definitely focus on that. Thanks for joining me. We'll see you in the second period.
Thanks, Dan.
Back at Iceline Arena, we're underway in period number 2. An update on the situation at the end of the first period. Cade Cook got a misconduct, 10 minutes. Someone serving that in the box, but Ryan Thomas was also called for a penalty we believe to be holding during the Syracuse power play. So Syracuse went from 5-on-4 to now 4-on-3 for the next minute and a half, as there's also a change in net for the Orange. AJ Finta returns after Cash Lawrence gave up 4 in the first period. Puck exits the zone. But AJ Finta, after giving up 6 yesterday, steps in for the what we presume to be the final 40 minutes of this one, if nothing else changes for the Orange. But with 19:18 to go in the second period, it's a minute of 4-on-3 hockey in favor of the home side, Westchester. Right face-off circle, dekes around one. Finta comes out. He's well out of his cage, and it's a tap-in for Westchester. An easy one there, and we'll see the Golden Rams celebrate. It's now 5-3 home side.
Yeah, that's the issue about 4-on-3. So much open ice. That Westchester defenseman walks right from the point. Just not enough guys to get pressure on him. He comes in, puts the puck on net, and it's buried in front.
Logan Myers, the goal scorer, and well, AJ Finta was left on an island. He had to come well out of his crease to try and stop the initial chance. And then as the puck was worked around around Finta, it was just a tap-in the crease for Myers. 1 assist yesterday for Logan Myers. Syracuse immediately the other way. A chance for Ben Brandt off the face-off. We are back to 4-on-4 hockey for the next 34 seconds, and then it's another 15 seconds of power play for Westchester. The Orange have a chance here. Breakaway opportunity. It's McLean all alone. McLean backhand denied by Rossi, and the net comes off. Great chance for the Orange on the 4-on-4, and it's a combination of 2 freshmen, Ben Brandt and Nathan McLean, that have looked dangerous today.
Yeah, that's a deal we keep talking about, and they keep giving us things to talk about. They keep finding each other. McLean got loose, just couldn't collect the puck in time to put a shot on net. But great hustle out of them. We're going to see a lot out of them this season.
21 seconds left of 4-on-4 hockey, and then 15 seconds of a Westchester power play upcoming. 18:38 in the period. Face-off won by the Orange, swipe towards goal, and Rossi covers up again. So we'll do another attacking zone face-off. Now 18 seconds of 4-on-4 hockey. McLean at the dot. He's got Ben Brandt to his left. Hamilton Nordwind enters the ice alongside Ryan Thomas, who was initially called for the penalty that led to this whole 4-on-3 situation. Behind the net goes McLean. Circling around is Brandt. Backhand drop off to Nordwind. Nordwind goes behind the net looking for McLean. Eventually gets to him behind the net. Now turned the other way. Westchester with it in the defensive zone. 5-on-4. The Orange step behind the play right now. A lot of open ice for Westchester. Shot fired. Finta got a glove to it. 2 seconds left on the power play. We're back to even strength. Left point. Now right face-off circle for Westchester. Into the slot. Poked away. Chance for the Orange to move with speed. Here goes Pendleton. Right face-off circle. Already 1 goal today for Henry Pendleton. Pendleton will get it right back at the right point. Trying to dump down to the corner, and Pendleton gets rocked. Left face-off circle for Westchester. Pendleton took an absolute shot there in the attacking zone. I say low man wins, right? And Pendleton was not the low man there. Chance to break away for the Orange, who are down by 2. Started the period down by 1, but gave up a goal in the 4-on-3. Cato, left point. Dumps down to the corner, rims behind the net. Westchester pick it up. Far side corner. Now Chesner with it. Still in the attacking zone for the Orange. McEnroe fires one in. It's to the far side corner. Pendergrass has it. Pendergrass had the return pass as an option, but it's clipped away out of the zone by Westchester. Chesner picks it up. Defensive zone for SU with Cato, who angles behind AJ Finta and net. Fanning, near side boards in the neutral zone, and Fanning takes a shot. Westchester team is playing physical, but 2 good hits to get Syracuse off of the puck. Ramp towards the back corner. Once again, change in net as that one hops over the stick of Robbie Murphy. Dangerous for Westchester, and Murphy got away with one there. Wren goes down in the neutral zone. Whistle blows. Penalty, retaliation here on Chase Hannon. It was a normal follow-through check by the Orange. I believe it was Chris Fanning who just followed through on his play. Nothing out of the ordinary. Chase Hannon immediately retaliated, and the refs booked that.
Yeah, it looks like Hannon was trying to avoid some contact. Got his hands up high, and Weimer looking to finish his hit, and just got his helmet and can't do that. Orange go back up on the power play.
Last time the Orange were on a power play, it was the end of the first period. Ryan Thomas got called for a penalty. Cade Cook got called for a misconduct and a penalty, and that's what led to a 4-on-3 for Westchester. The Orange just can't have that happen here.
No, when you're on a man advantage, you want to keep it a man advantage. You don't want to be called penalties when you have scoring opportunities like that.
Simple numbers game, as they say, and Ben Brandt wins the faceoff. Chesner, right point, sends a man slipping. Right faceoff circle, left it to Ryan Thomas. He skates over to the right point. Right faceoff circle, McLean. Thomas, Chesner, left faceoff circle. Worked inside. Back out to the left point. Thomas now at the right point. Drop pass to Brandt, kept in the zone. Around to Gaffney behind the net. Far side corner, Chesner, left faceoff circle. Gaffney still in the corner. Thomas, Brandt, right faceoff circle. His shot deflected wide by Stratton. Chesner turns around. 1:20. Left faceoff circle. Chesner took a man down. Someone looks like blocked a puck right in the stomach area, and is holding onto his wrist or his stomach there. Back behind the play, we'll get a look at who it is. It looks to be Kenny Duffield, junior defenseman from Holland, Pennsylvania.
Must have blocked a shot in unfortunate place. Play stops, he goes down for an injury. Trainer's out, taking care of him now.
For the Orange, 49 seconds of power play hockey, and that's probably the best the power play has looked other than the Cade Cook goal.
In the zone if he's too soft.
Yeah, Orange looked very comfortable on that power play. Finding guys in high threat chances, moving the puck away, keeping the pucks away from the Westchester penalty killers. These guys look good. They're hungry for a goal, and hopefully they find it back in that soon.
Arnav Pokhrel, joined by Dan McCarthy. We're at Iceline Arena. It's out in Westchester, Pennsylvania, home of Team Philadelphia and the Philadelphia Junior Flyers. A lot of really good junior hockey played here. Youth hockey, I should say, played here.
Yeah, a lot of good youth hockey. Same location I won 2 AYHL championships, by the way.
There you go. That's a big flex for you. That was when you were with Jersey?
New York Saints.
There you go.
16U and 18U back-to-back.
Fun times in youth hockey. This is an arena that has produced a lot of collegiate hockey players, and is also the home to a lot of the local high school teams that play in the West Philly area. So we'll see where they drop this puck. It was Westchester who had possession of it, moving to the attacking zone, but because of the injury, they'll move it out of the attacking zone. And Syracuse still has 77 seconds of a power play, so a lot to look forward to. Actually, did my math wrong there. 71 seconds of a power play for the Orange to get one back. It's a 5-3 lead for Westchester, who led 4-3 after the first 20 minutes. We talk a lot about clean hockey. Yesterday, 30 penalty minutes between the two teams. And this game is trending in that direction. Brandt enters the zone, left face-off circle. Still Brandt, spinning around. Far side half wall. To the left point. Back to Brandt, left face-off circle. He misses on a pass. And eventually we'll get it to Thomas, who couldn't connect. Finta comes out. And we'll have to play it along the wall. Brandt, back to Finta. Thomas now, 33 seconds on the power play. The Orange now finally break out of the defensive zone. Chesner with it at the halfway line. Good entry, 20 seconds power play. Chesner turns around. Makes a man dance, left face-off circle, down behind the net. Back in front, Shot saved by Rossi. He'll pin it along his right pad. And with 12 seconds left on the man advantage, the Orange are looking for that last offensive chance.
A great power play starts with a great zone entry. You can't get set up if you don't enter the zone with numbers and with speed. And Chesterton did a great job staying calm, finding the open ice, and setting up his team to create a high-quality scoring chance.
This one rims around all the way back to Finta, and that will most likely kill off the Syracuse power play. Couple of good offensive chances, but the Orange can't put anything to ground. It's a deflection in front, no icing as the puck goes behind the Westchester net. The Orange win it back. Chance in front for Emery. Battling, but couldn't find it on his stick. Good look for the Orange there. Laporta and Emery almost connected on a beautiful pass in the slot. Puck is trapped in the net, and they'll have to stop it here behind Jake Rossi.
That's a great shift from Gabe Laporta. It's a guy going to his third year, has trouble getting to the lineup his first 2 years. He's making immediate impact in his first game this season. Great setup, chased down the icing, made the hustle play to set up Emery in front.
Face-off won by SU. Pendleton fan on a shot, cleared the other way. And Nordwin wins the race. It's icing, so we'll head back down the other way. You're feeling the Syracuse pressure start to slowly ramp up. Extended ice time in the offensive zone, and Westchester just trying to get rid of it.
Yeah, that's one of the benefits of sustained zone time. Westchester, their only options are to ice it. They get tired legs out, and Syracuse gets to the line change with the Weimer, Fanning, Wren line out now.
Weimer, Fanning, Wren, the three attackers. Nordwin and Robbie Murphy, the two defenders. Finta in net. It's a change from Cash Lawrence, who started. Nordwin picks it up in the neutral zone, turned it over. Back in the defensive zone with Westchester. Syracuse gets it back, Murphy. Up ahead, Wren takes a hit, puck loose, cleared away by Westchester. Nordwin lays a hit on. Kept his man away. Into the zone, Weimer, left face-off circle. Man sliding down to block the shot from Weimer. Murphy, left point, long-range shot, deflected in front. It's up over everybody. Nordwin gets it back. Across the face of goal, no one there for SU. And another ice. Wren's gonna have to win a race here. As Finta plays it, icing waved off, and player goes sliding into Finta. Nordwin, numbers for SU, 2-on-2 if they hurry. Now 3-on-2. Weimer, shot, deflected in front. Nordwin tried to bat it down. Net comes off as Rossi makes a save. And again, players battling in front. A couple of extra shoves for McKay. Quinn Weimer and Chris Fanning for Syracuse. A couple of extra pushes, along with Nick McKay for Westchester.
Yeah, Westchester defensemen weren't a fan of Weimer and Fanning's presence in front of the goaltender, and they take exception to that. Maybe will be some calls here. Refs haven't decided yet. Looks like they're facilitating no change for Westchester.
Weimer has played in one game this season. It was the second game in that Penn State series, scored a goal. Syracuse native who played for the Adirondack Junior Thunder in the HLP, where in his last season, 41 games, 34 goals, 18 assists, so over a point a game for the Junior Thunder. It's good to have someone from Syracuse on the team and representing the Central New York area. Brandt loses the faceoff. This is Whitaker with speed. Top line center for Westchester. Brandt picks it up in the defensive zone. Breakout pass ahead, Syracuse into the attacking zone. Brandt, left face-off circle, shot dragged wide. Williams gets it back for SU. Still Ryan Williams. Across the face of goal, no one there. SU picks it up, back behind the net. This is Gaffney, now McLean gives chase. Brandt couldn't hang on to it, 2-on-2 for Westchester the other way. Neutral zone, now the attacking zone. Poked away by SU. Whitaker sends it behind. McLean has to chase. He was looking for a change instead. We'll flip it up to the far side. McKay at neutral ice. Big hit from Von Tersch, excuse me, and it was Von Tersch. Now Williams picks it up for SU in the defensive zone. Rims around behind Finta. Von Tersch picks it up now. Von Tersch drop pass to Brandt. Flipped along the boards by Ben Brandt. Gaffney into the zone. Turns. Drops it off for McLean. McLean fires one toward Rossi, who hangs on. And the Orange continue to pepper shots at the freshman Jake Rossi.
It's been all Orange this first half of the second period. A lot of chances, every line generating scoring chances. This game's not going to stay 5-3 for much longer if the Orange keep this pace.
Westchester, Pennsylvania, home of the Iceline Arena and the Westchester Golden Rams, 2025 ECHA champions, along with ECHA victories in 2023 and 2019. They've only got one banner up here, so I think we might need to invest in a few more banners for the Golden Rams as Westchester enters the attacking zone. Syracuse pinned along the corner. Now a breakout opportunity into the neutral zone. This is Pendleton with speed. Across the face of goal, Rossi had a blocker to it. Still with SU. Long range deflected in front. Pendleton almost had a second. Great look from Henry Pendleton. Kept in the zone by Westchester. Right face-off circle. Shot. Saved by Finta. Pendleton picks it up in the neutral zone. Takes a hit to the head. The Orange move forward, dump it into the corner. Big hit on the blue line. Work the other way. Neutral zone, now attacking zone for Gavin Terity. Terity goes down. There's going to be a penalty here against the Orange. It's Connor Chesner called for it. Took his man down. It's tripping.
Yeah, Chesner just on the back check, got a little tied up with the Westchester forward. Difficult bounce.
So the Orange back to the kill. Westchester was 1 for 5 on the power play yesterday. Syracuse was 1 for 6 yesterday, but has 1 power play goal today. Westchester also has a power play goal today. It came in a 4-on-3 for Chase Hannon, who scored that one. All the way back around the other way. Syracuse clear of the zone. Minute 55 on the power play. 10.5 to go in period number 2. Near side boards, it's Whitaker. Neutral zone, now the attacking zone. Wren pushes him off the puck on the near side boards. At the blue line, Hannon, left face-off circle, now back behind the net. Hannon circles around, left face-off circle, long range shot, hits the backboard. Now at the right point with Logan Myers. Behind the net, it's Hannon again. Works out near side corner in the attacking zone for the Golden Rams, who lead 5-3. Power play, 1 minute 16 left on the man advantage. 9:45 in the period. Right face-off circle. Down to the red line. Circling back up to the blue line. Hannon, long range shot. Rebound, flutters in. Westchester score on the power play. It's 6-3 Golden Rams. Took a hack at it, and the deflection went end over end over the glove of Finta and into the back of the net.
Those are hard plays to make as defensemen on the penalty kill. With pucks bouncing in front, you need to find your man and make sure his stick's on the ice to put that puck in front.
So the Orange are burned on the power play yet again, and Westchester take a 6-3 lead at home in the opening weekend for the Golden Rams. Hand up for icing here as Robbie Murphy gives chase, and it is icing, so the Orange will head the other way. And a lot to be desired here for SU. Once again, starting the second period so well, but unable to get anything into the net, and then Westchester score. It's the same formula as yesterday. It's been 3 unanswered for Westchester. Actually, correction, 4 unanswered for Westchester. Syracuse led this game 3-2 at one point in the first period. Up into the net by the Golden Rams. That was Connor Stratton, the sophomore, who flipped it right up into the netting. So the Orange have an attacking zone faceoff. (6-3) the score. 9:07 left to go in the period. Second period between Syracuse and Westchester. Puck won by Syracuse. Nordwin has to chase it out of the neutral zone. Chesner Great pass in. This is Brandt fluttering over the stick of Rossi in net. Cross ice feed. Finds a stick of Robbie Murphy. Brandt works it over to Nordwin. Gaffney takes a hit. Head was pushed into the boards there. It could have been dangerous for Gaffney. Nordwin lost control of it. Ben Brandt takes his man down. No call. The Orange back and forth with it. Big hit. And that's going to be a penalty upcoming. Extra skater on as Finta gloves the save. And the Orange in disbelief about that one. It was a good hit, but sent straight into the boards, and the Orange back to the kill.
That's a great play by Robbie Murphy. Refs thought the player didn't have full possession of it, but incredible hit from the freshman. He's setting the tone, not letting his grade define him.
Robbie Murphy, of course, the brother of Mackenzie Murphy, who is a captain of the Syracuse men's hockey program. Someone who, if you follow club hockey at all, you'll know. But the Orange, now a man down, thanks to his younger brother, Robbie Murphy, who will head to the box. It was a great hit. Don't get me wrong about that. Great hit from Robbie Murphy, but unfortunately it sends him to the box.
No, it was a perfect hit, shoulder to shoulder, got his guy. Maybe it's penalty for hitting too hard. He's going to get 2 minutes for interference here. You hate to see a good play get punished by that, but Murphy go to the box and the Orange are back on the kill.
Cade Cook is also waiting to have his misconduct cleared. He's been stuck in the box for over 10 minutes now. And the referees continue to meet here about what happened there. Felt like a routine penalty call. I didn't see anything too crazy happen there. I mean, great hit, but...
Yeah, no injury on the play. Maybe the refs are discussing adding an extra call to it, but in my opinion, I haven't seen anything that deserves anything more than 2 minutes, and 2 minutes is generous.
Yeah, 2 minutes, if that, right? It wasn't too egregious of a hit. It looked like a clear, just quick hockey play that a freshman made, and a good hit at that. So now the referees will skate over to Chris Timmons and talk to him. See if the PA will give us any more information on that. 6 goals for Westchester, just 3 for the Orange, all of them in the first period. Westchester have tacked on 2 in this second period.
It looks like 5 going on the board. Timmons' reaction, obviously not happy with the call, and Orange are going to be down. Oh, they're changing it now. Still waiting on the official call here.
Yeah, well, right now the scoreboard's got Robbie Murphy's 2-minute minor, and then it's just gone away again. So it's been up and down. Pretty sure that's one that we can confirm. They give Gaffney a 5-minute and Murphy a 2-minute. So the Orange will be 5-on-3 for 2 minutes, and then 5-on-4 for another 3 minutes. I don't know what the major's for here. Gaffney did get hit on the near side boards. Didn't look like he retaliated anywhere in the play. But we'll see what the referees decide. Yeah, Gaffney, I don't think he was on the ice. Now they're taking Gaffney out of the game.
Yeah, Kemp Gaffney's going to exit the game here. That's not a guy you want to see leaving the ice, especially after nothing apparent being called on him.
Don't know what the call is here. But Gaffney's got a major. Someone will serve it for SU. Might just be Cade Cook. He's been in the box anyway, so keep him in there for another 5 minutes.
With calls like this, it's important not to lose your focus. Obviously, the refs have been involved all weekend, probably more than they should be. But the task at hand is still getting 2 points and even the weekend series up. It's going to be up to the Orange to keep their heads and kill off these penalties and get back to the offense.
So actually, Laporta skates in to serve. They still haven't released Cade Cook from his 10-minute misconduct. I don't know why, but he's still stuck in the penalty box as well. We're back underway, 8:10 to go. 5-minute major for Gaffney, who was then sent to the locker room. And a 2-minute minor for Murphy for interference. Cross-ice feed, Finta sprawling across, great save for the netminder, and the senior gets on top of one to keep this a 3-goal game.
Yeah, good save by Finta. Puck was going across the ice. He swallowed up before the Westchester attacker could put that in.
So 15 seconds gone in a 5-on-3. The Orange send one more skater on there. In place of McEnroe, it's Jack Wren to take the faceoff. Faceoff lost by the Orange. Shot towards goal. Battling is Wren. Wren sends one man flying. The Orange can clear away. Good first stand by the group of 3. Right now, Chesner. Looks like Cato. And now Ben Brandt on the ice. Left face-off circle for Westchester. Off the crossbar and out of play. We'll wait to hear what the PA says. So they disqualify Cam Gaffney. They also give a 5-minute major for game misconduct that Gabe Laporta is serving. And so Syracuse is in a 5-on-3 for the next minute and 15 seconds, and this would be a massive kill if the Orange can get away from this one.
Yeah, rough call on Gaffney there. Must have been after the whistle. Disagree with the play maybe. But either way, he's out of the game, and Orange are on the kill.
Now, all we could hear as he skated towards us to exit the locker room was the referee telling him that he didn't want to hear anything that Gaffney had to say. So that's what led to that 5-on-3. Shot fired in and scored by Westchester from the high slot. It's just one that got away from Finta. Scoring was Chase Hannon, who's got a few goals today now. And he's got a quick snap of a wrister that has killed the Orange a few times yesterday and today.
Yeah, Hannon finds it back to the net. You don't want to give him space in the zone.
So Murphy's will clear, but it's still a 5-on-4 for the next 3 minutes and 50 seconds, so almost 4 minutes of a man advantage. Don't think this one is clearable for the Orange. Five-on-4 for the next 4 minutes. SU still with a lot of work to do defensively. Down 7-3 against Westchester. This is Duffield. He went down earlier in the period, so good to see him back and skating for the Golden Rams. Sends one down behind AJ Finta. Left face-off circle, wide of the net. Work back to Sparrow, who scored the first goal of this game for Westchester, what felt like ages ago. Worked around the other way. High slot blocked away by the Orange. And the Orange clear the zone. Puck skitters away to the far side, near side corner for Westchester. And the Rams pick it up. With speed through the neutral zone, it's Hannon again. Sparrow circles back around. Right face-off circle for Anthony Sparrow. Gavin Tarity keeps it in the zone. Sparrow lets it run under his legs. Sent the other way. And now Syracuse clear the zone again. 5:42 to go. Behind the net. Westchester in transition now, neutral zone. Skating through everybody is Anthony Sparrow. Right face-off circle. He'll go all the way. Circle back around. Sparrow taken down. The Orange get a stick on the puck. Still dangerous. 2 minutes to go in the major. Jack Wren with speed now for the Orange. Right face-off circle. Gets past one, goes sliding down in front. They're going to get a penalty here on Westchester, so we'll be 4-on-4.
Yeah, it's a great play by Jack Wren to draw the penalty. Uses his size and speed to beat the defenseman, cutting to the net. Only option was to haul him down, draw a penalty. Orange are back to 4-on-4 with no more power play for Westchester.
Orange did look dangerous on the last 4-on-4 that we had. Ben Brandt and Nathan McLean combined for a couple of really good scoring opportunities, but nothing doing for both of the freshmen. McLean, Brandt, Chesner, and Norwind, the 4 on the ice for SU. McLean pins it along the backside wall behind Sparrow in net. Excuse me, Rossi in net. Sparrow was the goal scorer for Westchester. Drop pass from Consaknarath. McKay has it poked away, clears the zone. Consaknarath picks it right back up and enters again. He gets shoved to the ice. Brandt. And the Orange go behind the net. Ben Brandt will pick it right back up. We're 4-on-4 for the next minute 30. That was a slashing call as Jack Wren was advancing through the net. Return pass for Brandt, intercepted by Westchester. Consaknarath has it. Worked back the other way. This is Stratton. Deflected off the stick, and the Orange move the other way, 2-on-1. McLean looking to go cross ice, fires one back in. Puck was still loose, but the referees blow the whistle. They're going to say McLean took it out of Rossi's cover. And with 4:12 left in the period and 1 minute left in the 4-on-4, the Orange will have an attacking zone faceoff.
Yeah, good hustle by McLean to get loose there. Puck might have been loose, might not have been. Obviously, he saw it was loose and he played it. Westchester defenseman was not a fan of the play, but it'll remain 4-on-4, in zone draw.
Back underway. This is Pendleton near side boards. Still battling. Pendleton's played some really good hockey today. A couple of great chances, including his goal. The Orange chop the puck out of the zone. Neutral zone picked up by Westchester. 3:46 to play in the period. 30 seconds on the 4-on-4. Pendleton. Left face-off circle. His shot deflected off the stick. Syracuse near side boards. Pin the puck, but Westchester come away with it. Poked away in the zone. The Orange lost control of it. Jack Wren couldn't bring it down. Still kept in by Robbie Murphy. This is high slot. Caddo fires one in off the post. Murphy scores! Robbie Murphy's first collegiate goal. It comes in a 4-on-4, and Syracuse back in the game.
Another first for the Orange, and no one better than Robbie Murphy. Didn't lose focus when he got the penalty. Found the open position, buried it in front. What a great player to get his first goal tonight.
Someone's got to take that puck. Robbie Murphy scores his first collegiate goal. And the freshman gets Syracuse back within level pegging. Well, not level, but a little bit closer.
Closer than before, at very least.
We said the Orange were dangerous in the 4-on-4, and it comes to fruition. Both penalties clear. We're back to 5-on-5. 7-4 the scoreline. Robbie Murphy, the most recent goal scorer for SU. Good passing from the Orange in the neutral zone. Attacking zone, Eli Pendergrass. Backhands one towards Rossi, who covers up. Pendergrass got sent into the boards. Wanted a call there, won't get it.
One thing to note, Cade Cook back on the ice. Seemed to be an extended 10-minute penalty, but he's back on the ice making great plays with his line mates, and they're getting to the net immediately.
Back at center ice, we're back on our way. Whitaker has it going the other way for Westchester. Finta sticks it away. Pinned along behind. Finta in net, now it's out to the left point. Fired back by Duffield. 7-4 the score, 2.5 to play in the second period. Back with Westchester, high slot, now the left face-off circle, backhand opportunity. Pushed away by Westchester. The Golden Rams pick it up in the defensive zone. Cade Cook, like you mentioned, back on the ice. They kept him out for a while, but final 2 minutes, we'll see some ice time as an icing is called. We'll go the other way.
With a 3-goal deficit, 2 minutes left in the second period, getting this next goal is huge for the Orange.
Crazier things have happened in club hockey, and the Orange have been on both the receiving end of a crazy comeback and on the winning end. Maybe we'll see something tonight. Von Tersch looked to the left face-off circle, but his pass only found the stick of a Golden Ram. 2 minutes to play in the period. This is Von Tersch again. Left to Ben Brandt. Out in front and poked away. Ryan Thomas trying to get one off the glove of Rossi. And with 1:33 left, the Orange will have an attacking zone faceoff.
That's a great hustle play by Ryan Thomas, getting in the zone, creating chances. Looks like he's playing forward this period, maybe filling in for Cam Gaffney's absence.
I was just about to say, with Cam Gaffney gone, Thomas is playing top line forward alongside McLean and Ben Brandt.
He's dangerous from any position. Ryan Thomas finds lanes, gets puck to the net, lethal shot. He's not a guy you want in the zone.
And now Ryan Thomas will go take a face-off. So referees will have a quick conversation here. Brandt, Thomas, McLean, the front line. Von Tersch and Robbie Murphy, the back line. And this is why having Von Tersch as the extra skater is a good thing for the Orange, because Thomas can step up as immediately a shot fired in is still loose. And now some more pushing and shoving. Good face-off win from the Orange, and Ben Brandt had a chance at net. Rossi clinched, but then the puck broke free behind him, and he dove on his back to cover it up. Good awareness from the freshman. As I was saying, you have now 3 full pairs and 4 full lines up top. So the Orange with Von Tersch will be pretty comfortable on the back line. This is Robbie Murphy with it now. Most recent goal scorer for the Orange. Forward to Ben Brandt. Touched away by Westchester. Golden Rams have had an answer for everything Syracuse has thrown at them this weekend. Player down behind the play as Von Tersch gets up slowly, but back in the action. This is McLean. 2-on-2. He takes a big hit. Big collision between McLean and Connor Stratton. Westchester pick it up into the neutral zone. Go the Golden Rams. Puck hung out of the zone, offside would be the call, but the Orange have it. Wren couldn't hang on to it. Back with Westchester. Defensive zone. Near side face-off circle. Stretch pass forward, ramps up off the stick. Finta watches it go to his left. Williams, there was no icing. Puck was touched after the red line. Now Kate Cook battling. Excuse me, that's Quinn Weimer. Weimer has it now. Goes tumbling down, but keeps it with the Orange. Fanning drops it off to Williams. Right point, long range shot. Rebound pushed away by Westchester. And that'll do it for the second period. The Orange get one back at the end, but 3 goals in the period for Westchester. Push the Golden Rams to a 3-goal lead at 7-4 heading into the final frame. But some momentum here for the Orange heading into the final 20.
Yeah, the Orange are looking hot going to this third period. If they keep this pressure, they can get some quick goals and make this game within reach.
Well, step aside here on the SU Hockey Radio Network. We'll be back with the third period when action resumes here at the Iceline Arena.
right, Syracuse hockey fans, this is Dan McCarthy. I'm back with Jake Brown for the second intermission. Jake, what's the biggest difference you saw in that second period versus the first?
The biggest difference right now is going to be intensity and then how hard we're playing. Obviously, look at the intensity. It's getting there, but we're ending up in the box a lot. It's got to be a controlled intensity. And then when it comes down to puck play, we got to be hard on pucks. Unlike the first period, we're letting up on chipping pucks out. We're letting up on passes. We got to go through the puck, and that's really the biggest difference between these first two.
Yeah, another big difference is losing Cam Gaffney. Halfway through that game, he went out with unsportsmanlike. Ryan Thomas filling in. What do you like to see out of him on forward?
Honestly, you want to see that guy play his game. He plays defense, but he is a hockey player. That guy is creative, and he loves the game. And we've seen him step up to forward before last year a couple of times, and he shined. That kid will do whatever he can for the team with the puck. It'll be fun to see what he can do here this coming period.
Yeah, especially with line mates like Ben Brandt and Nathan McLean. Talented trio right there. Robbie Murphy scores first goal of his collegiate career in that period. What's a guy like him? What does that goal mean for him?
That honestly, it means everything, but I'll tell you what, a guy like Robbie Murphy, he's not worried about his first goal. He looks up at the scoreboard and he sees that the Orange are down. Robbie Murphy wants us to win, so as great as that is, it's a great core memory for this guy to have, but he's worried about winning the game. So we hope that he hops on that momentum, the team hops on that momentum, and heads downhill on the Westchester team.
I like that. Looking forward for the third period. Speaking of that third period, what needs to change? Down 3. How can we adjust to even this game and get 2 points out of the weekend?
What needs to happen right now is getting back to that first period mentality, the controlled intensity. We need to hammer these guys in the corner. We need to go full speed down the hill on them, but we got to do it with control. Then again, on the pucks, we got to be strong on the pucks. If we're not strong on the pucks, we're not going to control this game. First period, a lot of control, a lot of possession, a lot of opportunities. We want to get back to that in the third period.
Yeah, I agree. A lot of special teams in those first 2 periods. How does that affect the flow of the game as guys usually involved in some calls?
Well, involved in some. That's a good way to put it. But it's tough. It's tough for guys. The good thing is we're getting power play looks. We really pride ourselves upon our power play this year. 2 freshmen on the power play. Looks like they've been there for a couple of years. That's what we really like to see out of them. On the backside, we have a penalty kill that we can trust, and we have good goaltenders in net. So in terms of flow, it's tough to switch up those guys and see who's going in, but we do trust our special teams.
That's good to hear. We practice those special teams very hard. Thursday practice is almost the only thing we do on the ice, and at least we're prepared for this weekend. Who's one player to watch or listen to for this third period?
Honestly, you should be checking out Ryan Thomas. He's as skilled as anybody else on this ice, and he has an opportunity to step up in a big way playing it forward. He's done it before. He knows what he's doing, and it's a way for us to see a whole different side of him as a player.
That's great. I agree. We'll look out for Ryan Thomas in that third period. Until then, this is Dan McCarthy with Jake Brown. We'll see you in the third period.
Thanks, Dan.
Back at Iceline Arena, it's the start of the third period. Syracuse with some momentum heading into this final 20 minutes of action and need a big one here to get back into winning ways. It's been 2 consecutive losses for SU, a shootout loss against Penn State last Saturday, big-time loss yesterday, 6-1 the final score against the Westchester Golden Rams. Back at it today. The Orange have done better offensively, Dan, but a lot to be desired on the defense.
Agreed. A lot of positives to take away from the second period, but one negative is the score. Down 3 in the third period. We have a power play, but they're going to have to answer quickly if they want to stay in this game.
Screen says 1:46 on the power play. I believe it's a little bit less than that. So we'll see how long they leave the Orange in the ice for, as a drop pass to nobody finds eventually Ben Brandt, who's behind the net. It's Kenny Duffield who's in the box. He did get that slashing minor. Ryan Thomas, who's playing forward now with the departure of Cam Gaffney. Game misconduct and game disqualification in that one. Deflected in front, rebound loose. And great save from Rossi. He came across a couple of times. Good denial on the doorstep. He did it again with the left pad. And with 1:09 on the penalty clock, the Orange will freeze it, have an offensive zone faceoff.
Cade Cook looking for his third of the weekend. He's in the spots every night, finding those high-quality chances. He's going to bury a bunch this year.
19 minutes left in the weekend, and the Orange need nothing short of a miracle to tie this one up or take a lead. Would be some sort of hockey that they'd play in this third period. Ryan Thomas, left point, left face-off circle, Ben Brandt. He's harassed by one of the Golden Rams. Thomas, backhand feed to the right face-off circle. Shot deflected right in front. Thomas gets it back at the right point. 50 seconds on the power play. Thomas swings his hips around, goes to the right face-off circle. Chesner sees off a hit, maintains possession. 40 seconds on the man advantage. Chesner skates down low. Red line. Deflected by this Westchester penalty kill that has been excellent all weekend long. Including a shorthanded goal. They have been on top of it the entire game. Special teams in general, one of the strong suits of this Westchester side. Offside the call, 18 seconds on the power play. 18-17 in the period.
Yeah, a lot of shakeup, especially for the second unit on the power play. It's going to be up to them, especially for the guys who don't normally get a lot of reps in practice, to stay patient, be confident in their abilities.
Right now it's Murphy, Nordwind, Wren, Fanning, and Weimer. Face-off won by Westchester. 16 seconds on the kill for the Golden Rams. Wren gave chase. Puck sent down the length of the ice. Nordwind picks it up, and he turns it over. Dangerous on the shorthanded opportunity. Fired high and away from Finta. Second chance, still wide. 2 seconds on the power play for SU. We're back to even strength. And Westchester will reset into the neutral zone, now the defensive zone for the Golden Rams. 7-4 the scoreline, 17 minutes and 50 seconds left in the game. Fanning puts his man down. Weimer into the zone. Weimer shoots. It's a easy clinch and glove save for Rossi. And once again, the shots on goal have not been an issue for Syracuse this entire series. Yesterday, 34. Today, already 31. It's just getting away past the netminder. Today, it's been 4 times, but then at the back end has left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, the shots are there, but it's going to change into quantity of shots versus quality of shots. Getting guys in front, taking the goaltender's eyes away instead of just errant shots from the middle of the ice.
Puck skips off the ice. Westchester collect behind A.J. Finta. Now Nordwind. Fanning off the boards, out of the zone. Still with Westchester. Defensive zone now. Golden Rams near side board in the neutral zone. Advancing right face-off circle. Battling is D'Alessandro. High slot. Shot fired in. It's just wide of Finta. Now behind the net. Corner boards. D'Alessandro. Couple of players swinging at it. Hits the post. Good shot from the right face-off circle for D'Alessandro. Swinging the other way. Still Westchester in the attacking zone. It's under 17 minutes to play in the period. Syracuse come away with it now. Wren skates away from danger. Picked up at the blue line by Chris Fanning, and then his pass to Nordwind is ramped up off of his stick and into the bench.
Yeah, unfortunate result for this face-off position. goes back in the zone, especially when they spent so much time trying to break that puck out. Goes right back in where it started.
Face off to the right of AJ Finta in net. Came in after the first period. Has played the entirety of the second. Will play the entirety of the third unless Syracuse decides to pull him. Shot fired wide of AJ Finta's right post. Deflected in front. Great deflection from Whitaker. And the Orange lucky that that one didn't trickle in. Big hit from Connor Kaiser. The Orange the other way with Cade Cook though. Left face-off circle. Out in front. There's a retaliation hit on the Orange. And it's Von Tersch heading to the penalty box for SU.
Yeah, a bit of an absent-minded play by Von Tersch. Standing up for his teammate, which you got to respect, but in a game like this where you need as many offensive chances as you get, he hurts the team by going back into the box. Pendergrass is a strong guy. He gets hit, he hits, he can hold his own.
Power play unit that has been on fire this entire game. And a penalty kill that has struggled this weekend for Syracuse. Left in front, Finta touches it away behind the net for Westchester. This is Myers. Hannon, right point. He's got that wrister that has already scored 3 times this weekend. Myers, right face-off circle. Down to the red line, into the corner. Near side boards for Myers. He's at the face-off circle, gets it right back. Into the high slot, and Crane lost control of it. Kept in the zone by Whitaker. Left face-off circle now. Crane looking for the return. Won't get it. Instead, it's right face-off circle. Crane has it now at the right point. Long-range shot deflected in front. Finta got a pad to it. The Orange swipe away at it, but not cleared out of the zone just yet. Far side, good switch. Finta got across with a pad save. Moving from his left to his right to deny the Golden Rams. 1 minute left on the power play. Westchester moving from left to right. Chance in front for Crane. Backhand poked away by Finta with the blocker. 15 and a half to play in the game. Still on the kill, the Orange. That one stays in the zone, trapped along the blue line right in front of the Syracuse bench. Now the Orange clear the zone, 45 to go on the kill. 15 minutes to play in the game. The Orange trail by 3, 7-4. Most recent goal scorer is Robbie Murphy of the Orange. His first collegiate goal. With speed, here's Anthony Sparrow around everybody. He fires a shot at Finta. Saved off the glove, still loose. Back to the near side boards. And sent all the way around. Rossi comes out to collect for Westchester. And now the Golden Rams move the other way. Left face-off circle in the attacking zone. Shot wide of Finta. May have gotten a piece of it with his blocker. Sparrow picks it up. Right face-off circle. Shot is wide. 2 seconds left on the penalty. We're back at even strength for the Orange. And now a breakaway chance, but Ben Brandt wasn't there in time. Puck enters the attacking zone. Finta makes a glove save. 14-18, a 7-4 lead for Westchester.
One great call by AJ Finta is his ability to see plays before they happen. There are a lot of backdoor looks for Westchester. He saw that before the zone entry came in, and he was able to foresee that and stop the play across from east to west.
At the faceoff dot is Aiden Gaffney. He scored yesterday in the third period for Westchester. Plays it back to McKay. Out in front, there's a big scrum in front of Finta, who didn't see the puck at all. And now a chance for Brandt. Brandt all alone, right face-off circle, now behind the Westchester net. Ben Brandt scored his first collegiate goal today as well. Flips one back in front of Rossi. Big hit from Chesner. Pushes Westchester off the puck, but the puck continues to slide down the ice. Chesner picks it right back up. Plays Ben Brandt. Cross-ice feed, this is McLean. Looking for Brandt in front of the net. Brandt lays a hit. And there's going to be a whistle here on Ben Brandt. And still some extra activity here. We might send Brandt to the penalty box here. Continuing to talk to the referees. And it is Ben Brandt to the penalty box for SU, and back again to the kill. Don't know if it was boarding or roughing, but it had to be one of the two. a game like this where, like you mentioned, Dan, the Orange need offensive chances, special teams is really coming to aid Westchester.
Yeah, but it looks like it'll be 5-on-5. Not entirely sure what the whistle was for, but Ben Brandt goes back to the bench, not the penalty box, and we're going to remain even strength.
Yeah, so they opened the penalty box door. They called a whistle on Brandt, escorted him towards the bench. Just assumed he was going in the box, but I guess we were wrong there. So back to 5-on-5 we go. The Orange still in it.
Maybe a guilty conscience from Brandt, but there'll be no call on the play.
The Orange not complaining about that one. Murphy from the point. Fires down behind the net. Still loose in front. Rossi covers up. 7-4 the score. 13:21 left in the third period. Five on the ice for the Orange. It's Pendleton, Wren, and Fanning, along with Murphy and Nordwing. Finta in net. He came in after the first 20 minutes. Stood in place of Cash Lawrence. Made a couple of good saves, but Lawrence gave up 4 in the first period. That's what led to him getting the call to the bench. Murphy wins the race back to the corner. It's an icing call on Westchester.
Orange going to get some fresh legs on D out there with the Cato-Chesner pair joining the Wren line out now.
Also the experience that you get from 2 seniors on the back line, as well as 2 seniors in the forward line, Wren and Pendleton, along with the freshman Chris Fanning. Puck hangs on the blue line. Back with Chesner. He turns. Wren with it now. Dancing into the zone. Left face-off circle for Wren. Shot deflected behind Rossi. Big hit. Fanning. Chesner in the neutral zone. Will go back down to the corner. The Orange reset. Westchester with the puck. In the neutral zone. The Orange continue to move. Back into the defensive zone. Chesner stops on a dime, plays it across to Cato. Neutral zone again. Big hit on the near side boards. Finta's out of his net to play it and turned it over. Net's empty here. And the Orange come back and aid the senior netminder. Cross ice feed, left face-off circle. Westchester, chance to fire one in. Off the stick of Connor Chesner, who blocked it but then turned it over. Back to Kaiser. Chance in front, sent wide. Westchester with it in the neutral zone, right at the red line. Back down is Whitaker. Chance in front. Syracuse stick it away. Pendergrass pushed off the puck. Flipped up to Pendergrass. Brings it down. Sticks it forward. Cook. McEnroe. Left face-off circle. Backhand looking for Cook on the return. Instead, it's picked up left face-off circle defensive zone. Von Tersch, first one there. Syracuse in an offside position. The Orange touch up. Westchester neutral zone, now the attacking zone. Ben Brandt, first one to it for the Orange. Good skating from Ben Brandt to throw his man off. Stretch pass forward. This is Ryan Thomas down to the corner. He'll battle. Thomas, the defenseman, turned forward for the Orange right now. The Orange skating back on defense. Sparrow for Westchester with it in the attacking zone. Chance in front, denied by Finta. Point blank range. And the senior's there. Bad turnover by the Orange. Little back heel flick. Good return pass, man down for the Orange is Ryan Thomas, but he gets right back up. Puck out of the zone. The Orange with speed. Ben Brandt. 2-on-1 the other way. Brandt has McLean. Right face-off circle. Brandt fires. It's high. 10.5 to go. That was the opportunity for the Orange to really get back in this one. And Ben Brandt sent it high and wide.
Yeah, Brandt's going to want that one back.
Chance in front again. And it's loose. Rossi picks it up.
Brandt had the lane there. Saw the place to place it and just couldn't get it on net. Wrapped around out of the zone. Orange made a good recovery in the neutral zone. But you're going to want to get those pucks on net, especially down 3 with 10 minutes left.
7-4 the scoreline. Westchester on top of Syracuse, but it's been a while since Westchester has scored. Scored 3 in quick succession to begin the second period. The Orange scored closer to the end of the second period with Robbie Murphy. That's been the latest goal-scoring effort. Defense is, well, hard to say they've played well when you give up 7 goals and 4 goals each side, but have stepped up as of late. And I feel is a more apt way to put that. Brandt gives chase near side corner. Excuse me, that was Robbie Murphy there. Now Fanning on the other side. The Orange get it out into the neutral zone. Played forward. Jacqueline was chasing. Still no goal scored this year for Jacqueline. Talked about Brandt's goal-scoring drought before the game. Now, the next one to get away from that goose egg is Wren. He has it now, right face-off circle in the attacking zone, goes slipping down into the boards. Chops at the puck, it's up in the air. This is Pendleton with it. Turned over, Westchester in the neutral zone. Good feed across, left face-off circle for the Golden Rams. Left, high slot, good denial. Right in front, it was a sliding body of Pendleton. Wren got a stick to it and sent it high and out of play. But Westchester, once again, we talk about how good this Golden Ram team is in transition. Another good transition opportunity for Aiden Theroff.
Yeah, this Westchester team is quick, good in transition. They find guys open. Obviously, been playing together for a lot of time. Won a lot of games together. They know what it takes to win.
Back underway, face-off won by the Orange. Turned over in the neutral zone, it's Westchester with it now. Dumped down to the corner. Took an awkward bounce off the rim of the boards. But the Orange clean things up. Kate Cook, drop pass. Quick skating for Pendergrass, who's in an offside position. So the Orange circle it around. Dump down into the corner. Kate Cook gives chase. Rossi touches it behind his net. Miscommunication for Westchester, but eventually works out to Tyler Carter. Carter takes a hit up to the blue line. Left over to Chase Hannon. 3-goal weekend for the defenseman. He looked to go top corner. Finta had it covered. Behind the net, again with Westchester. Chesner took a hit. Now the Orange the other way. This is McEnroe. Left face-off circle, circles back around. Cross-ice feed. Shot fired in, loose in front, rebound still loose for the Orange. Rossi's down on the ground, puck comes out wide. Williams, his shot deflected in front. Backhand feed in front. Von Tersch the backhand. Excuse me, that's McEnroe with the backhand. He'll get it back. Von Tersch with it now. He's shouldered off the puck by Konsaknarath. And now Carter the other way. Carter and Williams, 55 on 55. Still battling, and eventually Syracuse come away with it. Floated up, the Orange will change. And the Orange got the change off in time. Back the other way. Hamilton Norwin gives chase for SU. Puck won back by Westchester behind AJ Finta. Loose in front, Whitaker was free in the high slot and no one found him. And now the Orange battle. Puck is loose. McKay picks it up. The Orange, great forecheck here. Puck goes dancing up into the netting and then eventually goes through the netting and out into the stands.
Going back to the topic of guys looking for their first, Matthew McEnroe had a great chance in front, just couldn't get enough on his backhand. But he's a guy, he's in the right positions. He excels in the two-way spot. Obviously very defensive-minded, great player, but he's a guy who can find the back of the net this year.
The Orange move the other way. It's Westchester with it now in the neutral zone. Myers through the legs of Robbie Murphy. Good stick handling, but now the Orange 3-on-2. Quickly, this is McEnroe. Dances through one, fires just high and wide. Great look for McEnroe. And McEnroe goes to apply a hit on the back end. Finta comes out of net, plays the puck. Myers behind looking for Whitaker. Norwin to Murphy. Murphy for Fanning. Robbie Murphy gets it back. Rims it around the boards to Jack Wren. Wren's pass intercepted. Right in front of the blue line. Whitaker through the legs of one. Chris Fanning goes down. Murphy behind the net. Nordwind. Wren. Finta. Will drop it back for Murphy again. Nordwind. Puck exits the zone, but it's with Westchester again. And here's Sparrow. Loose in front. Pad save by Finta. Kicked out at it. Fanning the other way. And Fanning will dump it around the boards and give chase. Jack Wren battling. Near side boards. It's with Westchester now in the neutral zone, right at mid-ice. Into the attacking zone. Left face-off circle for the Golden Rams. Shot deflected off the stick. And back out into the neutral zone. It's Jack Wren for Syracuse. Into the attacking zone. 1-on-3. He's all alone. It's been a long shift for Jack Wren. Rest of the line out for a change already. Connor Chesner will chase. All the way across to Jack Wren, who gives no thought for the puck. He'll skate off now finally. Very extended shift for Jack Wren. Cross ice feed. Chesner the first one there in the defensive zone for SU. Near side boards. Chesner now advancing through mid-ice. Gets through one. Drops it off to his right face-off circle. Backhand back to Chesner. He fires. It's pushed away by Rossi. Back in by Cato. Behind the net, Pendergrass. Pendergrass lost it. Westchester advancing to the neutral zone. And aggressive forecheck, and now Cade Cook 2-on-1 the other way. Cook fires, saved by Rossi. Pendergrass was there with them. Dumped down to the corner. Cade Cook still battling. Cook took a hit, kept the puck in the zone momentarily, still there. Pinned along the far side half wall. In the Syracuse attacking zone, Cade Cook battling with Eli Pendergrass, and the puck is just frozen there for a moment. Still digging. Still no whistle. Now finally it's free. It's Westchester with it behind Rossi in net. Advances all the way through. Nordwind has to play it and does. Drop pass back to the defensive zone. The Orange off the boards. Clear it forward. Quinn Weimer got a touch. Robbie Murphy swung and missed. And the offside is the call.
Yeah, even though Murphy missed that poke check, he still created the pressure where he forced the Westchester forward to make a move on the blue line while his teammate was offsides. Great read by to him, especially with practice this week where Timmons emphasized stepping on the blue line and stopping chances before they even get started.
That was a long run of play. We're now at 3:44 left in the third. The Orange still trail by 3, 7-4. Final 4 minutes of a weekend that has not been good for the Syracuse defense. This one poked away into the Westchester defensive zone by McLean. Chesner on it now. Cato looking for Chesner in the corner. Well in the defensive zone for the Orange. McLean flipped up at neutral ice. The Orange have it back in the neutral zone. Turned over, Westchester. Konsaknarath. Controlled by Chesner. Played forward, up around the boards by SU. Rossi is back to collect. 3 minutes to go. 7-4 lead for Westchester. Cato turns, plays along the boards to Chesner. Chesner with some time and space. Out wide McLean. Drags past one. Still McLean. Drop pass. Shot fired. Bar up and over. Good luck from Ryan Thomas there. Was in the right place in the high slot, but hit the iron.
We've been talking about it all period, ever since Ryan Thomas moved up and forward. He is dangerous. Unfortunate bounce off the crossbar, but that's a goal 9 times out of 10. Great movement by his line mates as well. And the Orange are going to take a timeout to retool in these last 2.5 minutes and try to get some points on the board.
7-4 lead for Westchester. 2 minutes, 44 seconds left in this one. What's the conversation here if you're head coach Chris Tennessee?
It's a great question. He's obviously drawing up a play on the board. He's going to get the puck on the sticks that he wants to get, set up, run a play, and hopefully get one early, pull Finta, and try to get this game tied up with 2.5 minutes left.
2.5 minutes, the Orange trail by 3. Been a much better showing from SU front to back in this one, but we mentioned those slight, moments of misfortune, slight moments of losing the head a little bit after the Orange scored. It felt like every time after the Orange scored, Westchester had at least a goal or two in the bank to fire past first Cash Lawrence and AJ Finta to get this 7-4 lead.
They always say hockey's game momentum. When you score a big goal, tie a game up, or get a lead, you have that momentum. So keeping it's the most important part. That's one thing Orange struggled with all 3 periods, is keeping that momentum. Right after a goal scored, Westchester answers back, and it kills you. You want to keep rolling, you want to feel confident, and when they respond every single time, it's hard to get rolling, get all 4 lines going.
Feels like ages ago that Ben Brandt scored the first goal of the game, the first goal of his Syracuse career, and what is sure to be not the last. With the talent that Brandt possesses, Syracuse go empty net, 6 skaters in the attacking zone. Face-off won by Westchester, set back, and Connor Chesner's in a foot race here. Empty net for the Orange. Left face-off circle, Westchester turn it over. SU on the breakaway, Ben Brandt has it poked forward. Out wide now to Cade Cook. Battles along the boards to keep it in. He took a man down. Fired in right face-off circle, and it's frozen. We'll take a face-off in the attacking zone for SU. The net is empty right now. AJ Finta's off on the bench, and he doesn't look to be ready to go back on, so they might keep him off for a while unless Westchester can find a way through. 6 skaters on the ice for the Orange. Net is empty. 2 minutes and 22 seconds left. Face-off won by the Orange. Floated in front, deflected in front, and Rossi collects. Cade Cook and Ben Brandt digging away at a rebound.
One positive we've seen all weekend is the face-offs. While we're not scoring too many goals, we're winning those draws, and especially when it gets late in this game, those are crucial.
And again, another face-off win for SU. Sent around the boards, looking for Cade Cook. It'll go to Ryan Thomas. Back down to Cade Cook, now Wren. Chopped over, McLean. Chesner has to battle to keep it in play. The Orange keep it in the zone. Chesner dancing through one, but held up by Consaknerath. Thomas felt pressure and took his man down. No call. Ryan Thomas got away with one there. Wren goes down now. Bodies flying everywhere on the ice. Cade Cook in the offensive zone. Cross-ice feed off the skate of McLean. A little bit of chaos on the defensive zone for the Orange. Westchester with 90 seconds until a series sweep. 7-4 lead, minute 25 to go in the game. Circling back around. Pinned along the boards. Westchester will be more than happy to have the puck frozen on the boards. Trying to kill off this game. 3-goal lead for the Golden Rams. 0 angle shot, loose in front, still battling, still loose, now behind the net. Angled off the board, this one inching towards goal. Wren's in a battle, and he gets there first. Up to Ben Brandt. Syracuse waiting to enter the zone. 48 seconds to go. The Orange enter now with Cade Cook. Down to the corner, 41 seconds. 7-4 lead for Westchester, net is empty for the Orange. Looking for the wraparound out in front. The Orange have to track this one back again. Saucer pass over to Nordwin. Cook rims it around the boards again. 23 seconds to go. Puck frozen again. Up in the air, the Orange with Nordwin. Left face-off circle, his shot clinched by Rossi. 11.9 to go.
Yeah, good pressure from the Orange. They're creating chances, but unless a miracle happens in these last 11.9 seconds, Westchester's going to grab the sweep.
Talk about some crazy things happening in club hockey. This would be the craziest of them all.
That might be a little too crazy.
Nordwin out to the left face-off circle. One-timer saved by Rossi, and with 6 seconds left, looks like Westchester will see this one out. Final 2 seconds, 1 second, last shot is wide from Nordwin, and the Orange will get swept by Westchester away at Iceline Arena. It was a great weekend for the Westchester offense. 6-1 yesterday, 7-4 today. That's the final score from Iceline Arena, and just overall tough game for the Orange, tough weekend for the Orange, but it doesn't get any easier because next weekend is Niagara, and we know how good that team is now that they're independent. The Orange have a tough schedule ahead, and it is a gauntlet, but it's a necessary gauntlet as the Orange move into ACC play later on this year.
Yeah, it's going to be a difficult weekend next week against Niagara. Lot to be fixed, lot to build on, but until then.
We'll see you next weekend. First game on the road, second game at home. A home-and-home series with the Niagara Purple Eagles. Until then, Arnav Pokhrel signing off from Iceline Arena. For my partner, Dan McCarthy, Jake Brown, who you heard from on the radio as well. Thanks for tuning in all weekend long. Drive safe, be good to one another. We'll catch you next weekend away at Niagara before a return back to Tennessee on October 4th. Until then, be good, and we'll see you next week.